All right, everyone, and we are now live on YouTube. So let's go ahead and kick today's training off. This is going to be all about how you can get clients with video using social media and other platforms to get your word out there in front of your ideal clientele. So table of contents is going to be what we're going to be covering in today's video, what we're going to be going through with this training. Number one is going to be getting started with video. Number two is going to be covering what you actually need to get started so that you can shoot professional style videos and make sure that you're on your best behavior and getting videos that are going to grow your brand and your presence. What tools do we recommend that you use in your business to go ahead and dominate your market with video? What are the best practices? Where should you post? What types of videos to create? How should the video be laid out? How often you should post those videos, and if you have writers or tips to grow your followers, and if you have writer's block, we've got one simple tool that we can show you that'll help you get out of it immediately. So getting started with video, you guys, video can definitely seem like an uphill battle. Clients often tell us that they're not comfortable on camera, that they're concerned about their appearance or worried whether people will like them, or just flat out afraid to shoot videos. You guys, we're here to tell you that video is really easy. The most important thing is that you bring your genuineness when you're on the camera and that your thought is well formulated. Don't worry, today we're going to walk you guys through the exact process we use when we are getting ready to shoot a video or do a training just like this. So what do you need to do to get started? There's legitimately two things that you need to start shooting videos. Your cell phone has some of the most powerful recording tech ever invented built into it. We'll start here, right? It's important to understand the capabilities of your phone and how it works. So I recommend that you guys go to YouTube and watch 30 minutes worth of content on your specific device, your phone, so that you can learn exactly how to use your camera and how to make the shot that you want to make. And so that way you can create the best shot to get the job done. Next, you need to make sure that you bring the right mindset. Your mindset is the most important thing. You have to have a good attitude and be sure to bring education to the fold every way that you can. So one of the most important aspects of projecting and going and shooting a video and putting it out there on the marketplace. Is this just a video that's going to catch somebody's attention for a minute and then they're going to go on about their day? Or are you going to provide value in the video that you're shooting and putting out to your potential clients? Remember this, you guys, anytime you're getting ready to shoot a video, if you're not in the right mindset, remember, you are an expert, you are a badass, you are a professional, and this information that you're going to provide will help someone. So what tools do we recommend that you guys use? We always recommend the latest and greatest, most up-to-date phones. William and myself both run iPhone 13 Pro Maxes. Gives you the best camera capabilities in the industry. And I'm sure there's going to be a new iPhone that'll be out in the next couple of weeks that's going to make this look like child's play, or the Galaxy S21 or better. So these phones provide top of the line camera quality. And there have literally been entire movies shot with iPhones and Androids. So there's no excuses. DJI Osmo Gimbal. This is a motion stabilizer. I'm going to actually pull some things up on Amazon. I don't have any affiliate links for Amazon or anything along those lines, but I want you guys to at least be able to see these things. So DJI Osmo, let's say Osmo 5. So DJI Osmo is going to be this gimbal right here. It's a motion stabilizer. This gives you the ability to, set up your phone in an actual tripod. You have a small extension. It's not very long. I think it's only about 5 to 8 inches worth of extension on the DJI Osmo gimbal. So it is somewhat, it's not super long to where you can set this down and have a tripod where the camera's in your face. That won't work. I'd recommend actually getting a tripod for that. But where this comes to play is if you're moving and taking video. This is going to stabilize all of that image and make it look like a motion picture that came directly from Hollywood. So you guys, these are huge. If you're doing a video walkthrough on a house, you can go up and down stairs without getting motion sickness or making people feel like it's the Blair Witch Project. I highly recommend a DJI Osmo 5 motion stabilizer. Right now, these are the best in the industry. Next thing that you guys are going to want to pick up if you're really serious about getting into video, is going to be a green screen. So you guys, any of these green screens that you see on here, feel free to pick up. This one is actually really good price point, $14.39. You just clip this onto your ceiling, onto your wall, pin it in, something along those lines. You have a green screen that you can go ahead and stand in front of that's 10 feet tall and 7 feet wide. And any image that you're, any footage that you're taking in front of that, you can change the background to be anywhere in the world that you want it to be. Jasper AI. This is a tool. I'm going to give you guys a link here in at the very end, but I'll just go ahead and throw it into the chat right now so that everybody has it. And let's go ahead and plug that into chat. So there is the link for Jasper AI. Now, Jasper.ai is an amazing tool that we use regularly. This tool helps us plan out all of our content creation, get all of our thoughts in order for what we want to do. So you guys, for example, if you wanted to go ahead and shoot a YouTube video, for example, you can go ahead and you can jump in and say, hey, you know, I'm looking for topic ideas, right? So let's just say that we are focused on what topic should the videos be about? Let's say selling your home, keywords homeowner, and let's go tone professional. And then we can generate AI. This is going to provide us with 3 separate outputs. And so what this is going to do is it's going to give us a handful of different topic ideas in each specific output. If you don't like any of the outputs that are here, no big deal. You can generate more content. You can increase the number of outputs. Let's say we wanted to do 5. You can have it spit out additional outputs. And if you like any of these, so how to prepare your home for sale, I think that's a great topic for a video. The home buying process from start to finish. That's a great video. Tips for increasing it. So let's say I just really like this particular one. I can save this. Now you can also open it up and you can make changes or edits. So if you wanted to add anything into this, you could, or if you wanted to copy and paste anything out of this, you also can. So how to prepare your home for sale. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's jump back over to templates. Then we'll go ahead and scroll down and let's say, okay, video script outline. Let's go ahead and say our video title is how to prepare your home for sale. And our tone of voice is going to be professional. All right, let's go ahead and generate AI. We've got 3 outputs. All right, clean your home from top to bottom, declutter your home by getting rid of unnecessary belongings, stage your home to make it look as appealing as possible, price your home accurately, market your home to potential buyers, negotiate with potential buyers, finalize the sale of your home. Hey, do you guys like that one? I think that's a pretty solid outline. So then what you can do is, oh, what was that, Willie?
Oh, I said these are all great. Yeah.
So what you can do is you can now take this outline from your actual script outline. Then you can jump back over to templates. And then you could go ahead and do, okay, I want to do my hook and my script. So we would actually use the video title again, and then we could plug in the hook and script on here so that we can get the video title. What I'm going to do is actually open up a secondary doc just so that I can save this outline because I really like it. So I'm going to paste that here and we'll jump back and grab that title that we just selected, and it was under favorites. So how to prepare your home for sale. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and jump back over. I'm going to make it the title of this doc just so that I have it all in one place. And then all I need to do is I can go ahead and go to either dashboard or, excuse me, I can go to templates, and then I can go ahead and create that video title or create the video hook and description based off of the title. We'll say professional again. All right. Now we have 3 separate hooks that we can use. And again, if you don't like any of these, we can always click generate AI content. In this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare your home for sale so that it looks the best and sells quickly. Introduction. Hi, my name is, you enter your name, and I'm a real estate agent. If you're like most people, you probably don't know where to start when it comes to preparing your home for sale. In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to do so that your home looks best and sells quickly. I mean, that sounds perfect to me. I don't know about you guys. So I'm going to actually take this. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in over here at the top. Right. And so now you have a hook to get somebody into watching your video. You've got an outline for what you want to cover right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then all we need to do is come up with an outro for this video. So if we scroll down, it looks like they don't actually have an outro on it. But we'll cover how to do the rest of this here in the upcoming slides. So Jasper.ai, this is a tool that legitimately eliminates writer's block immediately. Teleprompter. So you can either pick up a teleprompter from Amazon, or I downloaded an app on my phone that's just teleprompter. It was a free app. Don't buy any of the paid versions. And I have a teleprompter app that's built into my phone that I can use to go ahead and shoot videos and get that in front of get that content out there in front of our clients. But if you like, you can actually pick up one of these teleprompters. It's going to take a tablet underneath, and it's just going to display that heads up display for you so that you can have your scrolling teleprompt know exactly what you need to say and when to say it when you're on camera and shooting a video. So I recommend either getting either the app or a teleprompter. You're also going to want to pick up a tripod. You're going to want something that's going to be at least as tall as you. Because there's going to be times where you're going to want a shot that's coming from higher up. Maybe you want one that's coming from down low. You want to be able to make adjustments. And so for tripods, I recommend picking up one that's about $100. You don't want to get a cheap one from Amazon's got a lot of cheapos that they offer. I've actually got one of those right behind me. But I would look for something that has a little bit meatier pipes to it. You want something that's going to be sturdy. So this looks like it would be a pretty good one. It's going to break down, and it's also going to give you a solid height. So be sure to take a look. This is 72 inches. So that's what, 6 feet tall. So go ahead and take a look at those. Make sure that you've got one that's going to be just as tall as you, maybe a little bit taller. Good to have a solid tripod. Now, ring lights or video lights. These are huge. You want to make sure that you have the right lighting. I'm still setting up my office in my new place, so I don't have all my lighting set up the way that I did before. And so I'm actually looking at getting some new lights. But what I would do is you can just go on Amazon and you can type in video lights, and video lights will populate. You can see we've got all of these different options. We've got these high-end, super expensive professional ones, but you guys, you can get by with using something just like this, a 2-piece dimmable light. Get one on this side of your screen, one on this side of your screen, and you've got enough light on you so that any angle you're looking at, you don't have any shadowing or anything like that on your face. You guys can also get things like this, the ring light at your local Walmart. These work really well, and you can do either yellow light or white light. So you can actually, it almost creates a different filter between the different lights that you're shining on yourself. So that's always fun to play with the different lighting, figure out what works best for you, what looks best on your skin tone. Best practices, you guys, it's super important to be genuine. Don't try to be somebody else. You need to come across as not being fake. You need to just be you and be genuine on camera. So if you're one of those people that's scared to get in front of the camera and start talking, pretend like you're talking to one of your best friends. And you guys, this is something that when I first started to work at Zillow, my entire sales training group, we all got on the phones and we were like super excited, super jacked to get on the phone and chat with a real estate agent. And I remember one of the top sales reps was like, yo, dude, you're coming across over the top right now. You're just projecting so much. Just talk to him like you talk to one of your buddies. And as soon as I started doing that, I started picking up my conversations and I started closing more business. The same thing for video. If you're over the top hype, not yourself, people are going to recognize that. So be sure to be you and be genuine. You guys, you want to look directly into the camera. And I know I don't always follow this advice, but it's again, because my office isn't totally set up. My camera's in a weird angle. Normally I'd have it directly in front of me, so I'd be looking at you guys, but Be sure to look directly into the camera. That way you're speaking to your audience directly, and that they don't feel like you're just staring off into the distance having a conversation with the guy that's right next to him. Make sure that you keep your movement in your videos light. So you don't want to be jumping around. You don't want to have tons of hand movements all over the place. You want to make sure that you keep that light so that you're not giving anybody motion sickness. Select a location that provides a good background. You guys, I don't know if you know this, but Willie's background, you guys can tell that there's a ton of light right now behind him, but that's because he literally has an ocean as his background view. And Willie, go ahead and say something so the camera jumps over to you so everyone on YouTube can see that too.
Okay, yeah. So you can notice if I'm just sitting here, I've got a pure white background, and it's because I've got a giant picture window that shows the ocean in the background. And so what I was showing earlier is, I've got a ring light as well. And I have to, a lot of the times I have to close the blinds, and I have to use this light to shine like a yellow hued light on my face, just so that the videos will actually come out right. Other than that, I have to go to a completely different place in the house just to shoot a video. So you definitely got to make sure that when you're shooting, you've got the right tools and you're shooting in the right place. So
absolutely. And again, that brings lighting back into the fold. William just said that he has to use a yellow hue so that you can see his face sometimes. So you guys make sure that you've got the right lighting for the right job. So again, William's videos, he's been blowing up on Reels, you guys. He's been doing it for a week and a half. He started doing Reels. And the last week and a half, I think it's over 300 followers.
Yeah, I'm at about 300 followers, and I've got 2 videos that are at 85,000 total, and I'm well over 100,000 views with all of my videos in a week and a half. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So if you guys think about, I'll just touch this real quick, but if you think about some simple things of what that can do for your local marketplace as far as getting you out there, it's a really good idea, and it's free, right? So with Facebook, I just shot a video earlier where I talked about this, but hashtags are really unique in the sense that you are able to target a specific type of audience with your video. And from that, you are then able to get your message out to people in your specific location. Now, there are some things that you have to think about. So if your niche means that you have to kind of stay focused in your city or your state, then you want to make sure that you use a hashtag that might keep that video algorithm in your city or your state. So using a hashtag like Seattle or Washington or Nebraska or Oklahoma, right? So work around with those, play around with it, find out what's working best for you. And the hashtags are really powerful for that. So
absolutely. Thanks, William.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So the next thing that we're going to take a look at here. And actually, let me see if I can.
I removed the spotlight. There you go.
Okay, there we go. All right, you guys. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and take a look at is going to be sticking to a script or an outline. Right. So a big part of sticking to a script or an outline for me, I prefer an outline over a script. And I know William does as well. And so for us, when we can actually go ahead and we have a well thought out video idea, we like to go ahead and create a specific outline. So, I mean, if you take a look at one of the examples of how we create an outline, this slideshow is an outline for this entire video. So I sat down, I spent about an hour, I created this slideshow and broke this down. And now I'm ready to go and shoot this video utilizing an outline. And in a lot of places, I'll go off cuff and provide additional value on points in this slideshow. Now, you guys, if you're trying to make a 60-second video, which is really what you're going to want to focus on to start driving traffic into you, it's going to be important that you have a hook, a story, and an offer. And we're going to cover that here in the next couple of slides. That's really going to lay that out. And this is kind of how you can write out a script or an outline. Be sure to use headlines in your video. So in your video, you can place a headline just above your head when you're shooting that reel and you got your camera right in front of your face. Be sure to use headlines on your videos. That helps pick up traction. And it also helps call out your specific audience that you're trying to get in front of. And you guys, if you're doing longer videos that are more than 60 seconds, be sure to transcribe your voice. You never know when somebody's watching this at their desk at work and they don't have their volume on. So if you have a transcription there, they can still watch the video, get the message across to them without having their volume on. I don't know why people do it, but they totally do. So it's definitely worth it. Now, you guys, where should you post your videos? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are going to be the biggest places that you want to post your videos. You can absolutely utilize outside sources beyond these as well. If you're using Twitter, and you can definitely repurpose and post videos back on there as well. And that is a great place to do so. But a general rule of thumb, if your videos are longer than 3 minutes, post those on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. If your videos are 3 minutes or less, put those on TikTok. And if they're 1 minute or less, put that on Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. You guys, all of these short video platforms are coming out of the woodworks because of TikTok. So TikTok put a huge, they're full court press right now on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They're growing followers and users at the fastest rate of any of the other social media companies that are out there right now. More and more people are coming to TikTok every single day. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram had to do something to combat this. So Facebook and Instagram created Reels. They started out as 30-second videos. Now they're 60-second videos that you can post on your Reels. And I'm sure they're going to extend that again here in the near future as they're seeing the need to do so. YouTube Shorts, 60-second videos or longer. And again, of course, Instagram Reels fall all within the same pond. Now, what's so important about this time right now that Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram are trying to fight back against TikTok? Well, it boils down to the fact that the algorithms for Reels, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels on Facebook and Instagram are off the charts right now. By you guys adding in simple hashtags, calling out exactly what your video is about in your messaging or in your post, and then also just using a hook, story, and offer, you guys can generate a ton of followers and views in a very, very short period of time. And you can feed those into your larger audiences, which we'll get into a little bit more down the road. So what types of videos should you guys be creating? It's super important that you create educational videos, right? Educating your audience is going to get them to stick around and stay with you, especially if that's somebody is looking to do something that's in your niche. If you've got somebody that's looking to buy a home in the near future and you're educating them with all of the best tips and tricks that they need to do as far as getting financed, picking out the right real estate agent, leaving no stone unturned when it comes to finding a house, that person's more than likely going to reach out to you if they're looking and you're putting that kind of content out there. Make sure that you do some content about you. You guys, this isn't all about business all the time. It can't just be drab. Make sure that you're putting something about yourself in this content so that you can bring that personal edge to the fold and let them know about you. Like an example, when I was just about to get married, I talked about getting married all the time, and how my wedding was coming up. Now I talk about how happy my life is after I got married because I've got the most awesome wife in the world. So talk about you. We've got a baby on the way. Talk about you. Stories about your happy clients, you guys. If you have somebody that had a very tough journey or a tough road to purchasing a home and you were able to take that tough journey and make it easy for them, and simplify that journey so they could actually purchase a home. And you took this uphill battle and you actually pushed them up the hill and helped them get through it and closed them down. And they were extremely happy at the end of the day. That's the perfect thing to talk about on Reels. Talk about your happy clients, give a good hook, give a solid offer, or give a solid story, and then a great offer at the end. Provide helpful tips and tricks to help them along the way, you guys. So it's that simple. These 4 different types of videos is ultimately really all you need to do to be able to blow up. So make sure that you're being educational, bring something about you to the fold, talk about your happy clients and past experience that you have with happy clients, and provide helpful tips and tricks so that they can cross the finish line. And you guys are going to start growing followers like crazy. Now, how should your videos be laid out? So we like the hook, story, offer model. You guys, this is huge. You have 3 seconds to catch their attention and stop them from scrolling. Once you've got a really good hook in, go ahead and provide a story or a roadmap that can solve the problem in your hook. Present an offer for them with a place to register, schedule, like, follow, or subscribe. So here's an example, you guys. So the hook that we have here is learn how Peggy and James bought their dream home stress-free in this crazy market. Story. You see, Peggy and James had been hearing nothing but horror stories about the current market. They were afraid to get started, but decided to get in touch. We broke down their list of wants, needs, dislikes, and likes. We then put together a list of off-market properties that fit the bill of what they were looking for. Then we put together some mailers and outlined some of Peggy and James' needs that conveniently enough matched the homes we were mailing. Within no time, we started hearing from homeowners that were interested in selling. We didn't have to worry about competitive offers or bidding wars because we sought out the homeowner. Peggy and James are now very happy homeowners and found exactly what they're looking for. If you'd like to hear more content like this, press like and follow. And if you're interested in buying or selling, shoot me a direct message. So we have our hook right out of the gate. We've got a story, and then we move directly into an offer at the end. And you guys, your offer doesn't have to be book an appointment with me, message me. Your offer could legitimately just be like and subscribe. But we need to make sure that we have an offer at the end of every single one of our videos and that call to action, because that's what's going to start generating the amount of subscribers and followers that we have on our channels, soaking in that much needed educational content. How often should you post videos, you guys? So video marketing is similar to many things in life. It takes consistency to see results. How often you post is completely up to you. However, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to create a 1 to 5 minute video. We recommend that you post 1 piece of content daily, and the platforms that are going to get you guys the most traction in the shortest period of time are TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, bar none. The quickest amount of traction and fastest growth is going to come from these particular platforms. Now, the best practices, you guys, are going to be to utilize your Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts to funnel these new viewers into your long form content that you're putting out there on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or any other social media platform that you choose. So it's extremely important. Use this content to suck them in, bring them on in, and then deliver them over to your channels that have much longer forms of media and content. So we use our shorts, we use our shorts, our reels, our TikToks, and we take all of those followers and then we drive them over to our YouTube channel so that we can grow our subscriber base there. They can learn more from us with long form videos, and that makes them feel like they already know us by the time they reach out and schedule to meet with one of our sales reps. It's awesome. You guys, to grow your followers, it's super important that you use relevant hashtags in your videos. And William, I'm going to spotlight you for a second because I know you've been absolutely just killing it with this, and I want you to share a little bit about hashtags and what they can do.
Okay, absolutely. So kind of as I mentioned earlier, the hashtags allow you to target a specific audience. So Depending on your niche, that is what you should focus on. And what I always like doing is actually just kind of scroll through, and if you push the hashtag button, it will, and you start typing different types.
For the older folks out here, that's the pound sign or the number sign.
Yeah. So you push the hashtag symbol and you start typing things in, and basically you want to look at what hashtags have the most amount of posts, right? And so the larger amount of posts, that means there's going to be a larger audience base for that. And that's going to help your video. You know, if you do a hashtag that only has 100,000 posts, then it's going to be a very smaller audience that it starts out showing to. Whereas if you do one that has a million, a couple million, you've got a very huge group of people that you can target that are already interested in that specific niche. So that's something that you should really look into. And also go onto Google, search what the best hashtags are for your niche type. That's another trick that I've found. So also another thing that I've noticed is that when it comes to each individual video, you can actually do different hashtags per video. So if you're doing one niche in one video and you're doing a different one in another, Facebook recognizes that and is going to do each different one. So if you do a comedy one in the first video and you're doing one about your niche in the next, it's going to recognize that. For other niche types, let's say you're doing something, you're doing an affiliate or recruiting or whatever that might be, that will coincide together and you can still keep your normal niche with the other videos. It's not going to mess up your algorithms, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just by you doing a video one time on something comedy, that's not going to mess up your whole algorithm. So that, I think that's pretty cool that Facebook has done. So yeah, I think that the relevant hashtag is very important. And also what Brian said here on number 3, you know, ask for that like, ask for them to follow you, and things like that are extremely important. Or if you have a specific call to action, let's say you want somebody to actually go to your website, right? Go to this website for more information. Make sure that you say those things in the video, because not everybody is going to go down into the comments, number one. Number two, when it comes to links on your posts, it's actually a little difficult for people to grab those links out of the description compared to like sometimes it's easier posting those links in your comment section. And I wouldn't post like, to book with me, click this link. I would just have the link itself there. And the reason being is because you got to think, people can't actually just click that link. They have to be able to copy that link on their phone. We all know 90% of people are all looking at Reels. Probably 98% of people are looking at Reels on their phone. And so you got to keep that in mind. So being able to make it so that people can copy that site easily is something that's important. Also, when you get to, I'm still digging to find this out, but like with TikTok, for example, you have to reach 1,000 followers in order to have a website URL that's clickable in your domain. I'm also looking to try to figure out one thing that's been a little difficult for me to figure out is how to get the actual follow button to populate on Facebook Reels. So you'll notice some people next to their profile logo and their name, they have this square follow button. I've scoured the internet. I kind of think that it's not available for everyone. I think that they just have it for certain people, because there's a specific setting and not everybody has it. It could also, though, be just like TikTok. They may have matched TikTok and they may have made it so that you have to have a specific amount of followers in order for that follow button to be there. Now, if you can get that follow button, you are golden, and that's going to help you grow drastically. All you have to say is click that follow button right below, and you're going to see a lot of growth in that sense. So that's definitely something that I would suggest looking into. Try to figure out the settings. Like in Facebook, it's called followers and public content. It's a setting. So you go into your Facebook profile, you go into settings, then you go into privacy settings. And the hope is that there's a followers and privacy setting. And in that, you just want to make sure, I guess that's something we haven't talked about actually. So with your privacy settings, if you are trying to shoot reels, okay, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, actually Facebook or Instagram, you want to make sure that your privacy settings are actually set to public. Okay, if you've got a private page, you've got everything set to private so that people that are out there can't look at your stuff, then you're not going to be able to let people follow you. It's Facebook naturally, their algorithm is going to stop your page from being able to be viewed by people. So if you are shooting reels, make sure that you go into settings and you go into privacy settings and you set everything to public. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do that, then that's something you're going to have to understand. You're not going to really have any traction from it. And Brian, do you have more to present, or do you want me to keep going here?
No, well, so I've got 2 slides that I need to wrap up on, but I mean, feel free to throw anything in wherever you want, buddy. I mean, you're absolutely killing it on video right now. So
Okay.
you're the you're the real deal.
The real.
All right. The real deal. You like that?
Yeah, like it.
All right, you guys. So hashtag super important. Make sure that you're creating a relevant title or caption for your post for this video. You want to make sure that that caption that you're writing is going to be relevant to the content that you're actually speaking about in your video. And also be sure to call out who you want to see this. So, and use your hashtags to call those individuals out. That's extremely helpful. So thank you for that, Willie. And he really kind of hit a lot of this on the head as he was covering that. But again, you guys, I just want to double down, make sure to ask for a like, follow, or subscribe on each video. And here's a little example. If you want to see more content about happy clients getting into their homes, please follow and subscribe. If you're seeing this on YouTube, be sure to ring the bell. You guys, the reason I added that last caveat in there, if you're seeing this on YouTube, be sure to ring the bell, is because you can multi-purpose every single one of these videos. So every one of the videos that we're putting on Reels, that we're putting on YouTube Shorts, we're putting on TikTok, they go on every single one of those platforms so that we can increase the audience that we're putting this in front of. And be sure to shout out to the audience in these videos that you're trying to reach. If you're looking for homeowners that want to sell their home, call out the homeowners looking to sell their homes. So be sure to shout out your audience. You guys, the very last section that I have on this is literally, I've already covered this in the training, but if you have writer's block, this tool, Jasper.ai, click this link, please. We do get affiliate credit for this, and we earn a little bit to help support the channel from that. But if you guys click the link below, you can actually avoid writer's block altogether. I showed you how easy it was to go ahead and write out a simple hook introduction for your video, how to go ahead and create a video script outline. You can take each and every single one of these now, and you could actually go into Jasper.ai, say, hey, you know, I want to create a short story about cleaning your home from top to bottom, right? And what this can do for your house. You can literally go in and you can do a whole script outline on this. So go here, before selling your home. And we can say professional, Boom. Now this very first topic that you have on the very first topic that you had for your video outline, you can actually create a 60-second video and go and shoot a reel on Facebook, Instagram. You can go ahead and plug this onto YouTube, and you've got 8 steps that you can follow where you can literally go around your own house and you can clean your window with your phone in front of you. So you can show them how to clean the window properly. You can vacuum your carpets, right? You can wash your curtains, throw them in the washing machine, do all of these things on camera so you can bring the visual aspect to the fold. And then you guys, it gets even better. If you wanted to utilize this platform to do something like write a blog for your website, you can go ahead and go into blogs. You can go blog post workflow. And this is going to take you through all of the steps to go ahead and write your blog. Right. And now if you notice, you can see we have a title and we have an intro paragraph here. The coolest thing about this is that you've got templates. I'm going to open these in a new window if it will let me. Won't let me open it in a new window. But you have templates here for your blog post topic ideas, your outline, your first intro paragraph. Right. So you can create an intro paragraph for your blog. Let's say I wanted to write a blog about selling your home in 2022. And let's say what to expect when selling your home in 2022. Say homeowners are our audience. And let's say that we want to be professional. So we can go ahead and generate outputs. And this will go ahead and create the intro. Are you planning on selling your home in 2022? If so, it's important to be aware of the changes that are expected to occur in the real estate market by that time. In this blog post, we'll discuss some of the things that you can expect when putting your home on the market for sale in 5 years. Putting your home on the market in 5 years. Keep in mind, these predictions are subject to change. Okay, so that's kind of like an older one. Are you thinking of selling your home in the next few years? If so, it's important to be aware of trends that are likely to affect the market during that time. And this blog post will provide an overview of what you can expect from the housing market in 2022. Keep reading to learn more. If you're thinking of selling your home in 2022, there are some things you can expect. While the market may be a little slower than it is now, there is still buyer interest in purchasing your home. In order to get the best price for your property, it's important to make sure that it's in good condition. Well priced, you'll also need to be prepared for the paperwork and negotiation that comes with selling your home. So let's just say I like this one. I can go ahead and I can copy this. I can simply click the copy button here, or I can copy it. I'm going to add this to favorites as well because I like it. So I want it to be in my favorites. So go ahead and add that to favorites, copy it to clipboard. Then what we can do is we can jump back over to templates, and we can go to documents, to this blog writing topic. All right, and so our intro paragraph is going to be what we just selected, but we have to do this line by line. So Jasper, I would like for you to write a blog discussing what the home market will be like in 2022 for sellers. And we can say homeowners selling your home and first time seller. All right, we go continue. Now we move down to a title. And the title that we selected, what was it? How to prepare your home for sale. Nope, this wasn't it. This was the last one that we did. You can also generate ideas below. What the home market will be like in 2022 for sellers, really close to what I clicked on. So now we can go ahead and enter our intro paragraph. We can say use this one, or we can generate more ideas based off of the title, and it'll give us additional outputs that we can use. But let's just say, for example, we dig this one. We then open the editor, and now that this is here, we can hit compose. And the artificial intelligence is going to actually go ahead and it's going to write about a paragraph for you. You pick up where it left off, you write one sentence, click the button, it goes ahead and writes 3 to 4 sentences, and you can have an entire blog post done within the matter of about 10 to 30 minutes. And then you can have that posted onto your page and knocked out. Well, you guys, that about wraps up what I've got to cover with everyone for today. William, do you have anything to share before we go ahead and end today's training?
Nope. I think that's pretty good.
Awesome. Everybody, there's going to be a link in the bot or below the video in the description. That's our affiliate link to jasper.ai. If you guys are interested in utilizing that platform, please click the link. It definitely helps us grow our channel and it helps support us. If you guys like the content that you saw today, be sure to like, follow, subscribe. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, be sure to ring that bell. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys on the following next Wednesday for our live training that we do every single week. And we'll be covering more tips and tricks on how you can grow your business.